Even though he was shot 5 times in the chest, he finished him off and achieved his revenge, which is why he was wrongly imprisoned. After a long time, the week finally ended and the chief ordered the guards to take Riki out from underground, but he was shocked and couldn't believe his eyes when he learned that he was still alive. All the prisoners felt great happiness, but suddenly, the Falcon gang leader appeared and took advantage of Riki's weakness to hit him and make him lose consciousness. Then the prison chief took Riki and placed him in the middle of iron rods to hold him in place, but he refused to kill him and offered him to become one of his followers and live. Of course, Riki refused his offer because he was his sworn enemy, so the Falcon gang leader took a set of sharp razor blades and put them in Riki's mouth to disfigure his face. But Riki endured the pain and spat the razor blades in the prison chief's face. That's why the chief ordered the guards to imprison him without food until he died of hunger. While Riki was in the cell, a brave prisoner sneaked in and gave him some food to stay alive. Riki thanked him and promised him he would get out again, but a traitor reported him to the warden, and the two finished off the brave prisoner. Then they went to torture Riki. Here, the warden was surprised that he wasn't there. When he entered the cell, we learned that it was a trick and Riki had finished off the traitor. He also took the warden hostage to threaten the guards and escape. Indeed, Riki's plan succeeded, and when the warden tried to save his life, all the prisoners surrounded him and took revenge on him for torturing them for long years. Even Riki joined the fight and finished off the guards himself. The prison chief was in the kitchen with his son and the rest of his followers, but they were surprised that Riki had arrived with a large group of prisoners. At first, the chief took his gun and fired an explosive bullet that destroyed the entire place. Then he ordered the Falcon gang to finish off Riki and started smoking a cigarette. Unfortunately, the Falcon gang took advantage of the prisoners' weakness and started finishing them off one by one. Riki asked his prisoner friends to withdraw from the battle because they were weak and would die. The Falcon gang leader, however, took advantage of his distraction and attacked him. His friend with the sharp needle severely wounded Riki and pressured Riki the whole time until he lured him to a tank full of boiling water and submerged Riki in it. Here, we learn that this was Riki's plan from the beginning because he ambushed the gang leader and put his foot in the hot water. As soon as the prison chief saw what happened, he felt extremely angry and ordered his assistant to move his son away from the place. Riki took the opportunity and hit him with all his might, but he stood up again. Here, we discover that the chief is a skilled kung fu master and knows a secret fighting technique that transforms him into an unparalleled ferocious beast. Of course, Riki couldn't believe his eyes and kept fighting with everything he had, but he couldn't affect his opponent. So he waited for the right opportunity and lured him to a meat grinder in the kitchen and completely destroyed him. After Riki won, all the prisoners knew that the tyrannical prison chief had finally died. Then he showed his true strength by breaking the prison wall and walked out alone to a huge cheer from all the prisoners.